morning, pretties, and welcome to Coffee Chat, where I just decided on the topic about 5 minutes ago. It's beauty week, and I always struggle a little bit with this because I don't really change up my beauty routine very often. I do the same things over and over again. I have sensitive skin, so I don't really change up my products very often. And every time the beauty topic rolls around on the calendar, I have this momentary panic of, oh my gosh, what am I going to talk about? But the funny thing is, we get so many questions through Instagram and Facebook and DMs and emails about beauty related topics. So I do want to cover this, but I just want you to know that the struggle is real sometimes whenever I talk about beauty topics. So I was sitting in my bathroom a few minutes ago, I was putting moisturizer on my face, and I was like, what am I going to talk about? I'm just gonna get on there and have absolutely nothing to cover. And then I remembered, so 2 weeks ago, I had a massive breakout on my face, like all along my jawline, on my neck. And I get this about twice a year. I don't know why. I think it's hormonal, but I just start to break out really badly. So of course, the first thing I do is I go into my husband's little man kit. I don't want to call it a beauty bag. His man kit. And I find the harshest benzoyl peroxide that I can possibly find. And I start just like slathering it on this part of my face and jawline to try to get rid of all these breakouts that are happening on my face. And so I'm doing this every single day, and I notice that they're starting to improve and go away. And then about a week later, I was looking in the mirror. I put on all my makeup, and I noticed that I had these lines right here in my makeup from when I was smiling. I was like, what is that? That's new. I've never had lines there before. I've got all these fine lines on my face. And then it finally dawned on me that it was just dry skin because I had been putting all the harsh stuff on my face, and it dried out and was creating wrinkles that weren't really there. So I, gave myself a taste of my own medicine, because you guys have heard me talk about this over and over and over again, that like, if there's one thing that you can do to instantly improve the look of your skin, it's what? Exfoliate. Yes. And in the winter months, this is so much more important than it is in the summer months, because the skin cell production just slows down a little bit more. Our skin's drier. And if we're not doing something to turn it over a little bit more quickly, then you're going to get those fine lines. You're going to get those wrinkles. You're going to get the dullness. It's going to keep building up. And winter is just hard on your skin. Oh my gosh. I mean, I live in Texas, so it doesn't really get super cold here, but we're using the dry heat, and there's no humidity in the air, and there's so many factors that are playing into this. And I have to say that every year in January, I always notice that my skin just looks so much worse than it does any other time of the year. And I know it's because of these factors, but I love my skin the most in the summer months, because that's when it seems to look most dewy and it glows more. So, in the winter months, we're going to have to do extra measures to make sure that we can keep that glow and keep our skin looking that way. And so we absolutely have to exfoliate in the winter months. And you can do this a little bit more often than you do at any other time of the year. If you don't have a harsh exfoliator, you don't want to be just like ripping your skin off, but at least 2 to 3 times a week, you need to be working this into your routine. I have been using this St. Ives Energizing Coconut and Coffee Scrub. I switched over to this in the winter months because the coconut in this gives it like a creamier finish. It doesn't dry my skin out as much. I've always used a really gentle cleanser in the shower. I use Cetaphil because that's what my dermatologist has recommended, and it's just super gentle. It doesn't irritate at all. I use that year round, but in the winter months, I switch up to a creamier exfoliator so that it's giving me a little bit more moisture. If you're not doing this yet, you can do scrubs. Sugar scrubs of any kind are great for this. They're a little bit gentler too than probably this scrub is. This is a deep exfoliating scrub, so don't rub too hard because you're going to rip your skin off your face. But I do have sensitive skin, and this one does not bother me at all. But if you're not doing exfoliation right now, then you need to add this into your routine. There are other ways you can exfoliate too. Besides scrubs, you can do a chemical peel. You can do something like with alpha hydroxy acids. There are plenty of products on the market. Something like this, it has a retin A in it, is going to work great. Any of the retinol products also work to help cell turnover. So I do this during, actually at night. This is Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair. I go back and forth between this one and Rock Deep Wrinkle Correction. I've been using this one during the day too, but if you find that your skin's a little bit irritated or it's getting a little bit dry, then you might want to stick to doing this only once per day and not doing it twice per day. Another thing that's super quick and easy that we can all do, I know I'm super guilty of this, is I don't drink enough water because I want to drink more coffee and tea and all kinds of warm drinks in the winter months. And I don't drink enough water, but just hydrating from the inside is also going to help keep your skin plumper and more hydrated. And also, I swear by fish oil. I take fish oil tablets every single morning, and I think that those also help with your skin and just providing those oils and keeping it healthier and glowing and plumped up a little bit more too. Of course, we can talk about moisturizer because moisturizer is super important, especially in the winter months. But you've got to make sure you exfoliate first, because if you don't, your moisturizer is not going to get through that top dead skin cell layer. So give it a chance to absorb a little bit more deeply. Do the exfoliation first, then add the moisturizer. I love to switch up my moisturizer in the winter months to this It Confidence in a Cream. I love this moisturizer. It smells so good. It's definitely, oops, that was the lid. It's definitely a heavier cream, so I usually only apply this one at night. I put it all over my face and neck and even chest area, but this one is an amazing moisturizer. Your skin will feel so much softer and smoother. I promise you, when you use this, you will love it. I switch to this every single winter and use it all winter long. If you don't want something as heavy, the Olay Whip is also a good moisturizing product. This one is just really, really lightweight, but it does a really good job of moisturizing. I also love the It Confidence in a, I think it's the oil-free version of this, and it comes in a tube. My husband actually steals that one from me and uses it. So you can definitely use that too if you need something that's oil-free but still gonna plump up your skin. Has the hyaluronic acid in it, which helps your skin retain the moisture that it has. So you definitely wanna look for products with that ingredient in them that will help you to retain moisture. You can also use a humidifier in your house. I mean, that's another quick and easy way to add a little bit of moisture back into the air. And definitely limit your shower time and temperature. I know, like, the temptation, and I am so guilty of this, is to hop in the shower when I'm freezing cold, just turn on the water as hot as I can stand it, and then stay in the shower for way too long. But that's just gonna dry your skin out even more. And as soon as you step out of the shower, while you still have that moisture in your skin, apply your moisturizer right then and there. That's gonna help you retain and lock in some of that moisture, and it's definitely going to go a long way towards helping with that also. Another question I've been asked a lot frequently is about static and static in your hair in the winter months. And the two tips that I have for you on that are definitely the humidifier. If you don't have one, you're not using one, add one in to put the moisture back in your hair. That's gonna help with the static. And also static guard spray, spray that on your brush, on your comb before you run it through your hair. If all else fails, grab a dryer sheet and smooth it over your hair. It's gonna make it smell good and it's gonna help you with all those little frizzies that are sticking out everywhere from the static. So there you go, those are my winter skin and hair tips. If you have some that you would like to add because you live in a colder climate than I do, then please add those into the comments so that we can share them with other pretties that are watching. All right, thanks for tuning in this morning. And if you want to get your winter style sorted out, this is the last day to register for the Winter Style Challenge. We've got a shopping list of winter trends and 31 days of mix and match outfit ideas that we're gonna start styling on Monday. So if you have a holiday party coming up, you're gonna be ready for that. All right, so check that out, stylechallenges.com, getyourprettyon.com. You can find it there. And I will see you guys back here next week. Bye.